Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Movies on Our Minds. On this show, we get to talk about the movies such as the action, the comedies, the thriller, the video game adaptations, but specifically the movie that we're all thinking about. And that movie today is Assassin's Creed.
Greatness.
Through a revolutionary device that unlocks his mind, Callum Lynch experiences the adventures of his ancestor Aguilar in the 15th century Spain. Callum finds out that he is a descendant from a secret society called the Assassin's Creed and uses his insight and abilities to take on the powerful Templar organization. The film is directed by Justin Kurzel and stars Michael Fassbender, Marianne Cotillard, and Jeremy Irons. Now, before we begin, I always like to introduce my guests first, and I would like to introduce Mazza returning.
Hey, man. It's me again. Hey.
Mazza, how you doing today?
I'm feeling fantastic, like always.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You like Assassin's Creed? I'm just saying you
I'm
like
a video game series, so like I have a choice but to watch it.
Cool.
It's kind of like forced to.
All right. We have a newcomer on the show. We got Ryan Johnson. Ryan, how you doing?
What's up, everyone? I'm fine.
We're not related. By the way.
Yeah, we just wanted to make that clear, though. Even though we're not really related, still part of the Johnson clan.
Yes. You good with that? You good? All right, cool. We got another newcomer, Khafre Barclift. I'm sorry. I love your name, Khafre. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing good?
Yep.
That's what's up. All right, y'all. Let's dive into another video game adaptation, Assassin's Creed, starting with the cast and characters. How did y'all feel about them?
Well, I feel like it was casted pretty well, but the characters themselves, it was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was.
It was a lot of just random stuff happening. A lot of stuff wasn't explained. I just want, more time to see the characters develop for real.
Yeah, especially like the way it came to where they just woke him up after you're dead. You're part of us now. Do what we say. I don't know.
Yeah, what is this?
But before we get into how did you feel about the performances? Like, to me, I felt like they were just dull versions of themselves, as the actors and actresses that we see. And we see Michael Fassbender before as like Magneto in Days of Future Past, which kind of got that, but just more of like a dull, what's happening to me? What are you doing? Put me back in the machine.
If I woke up, I play the games. I've actually played all the games. Me knowing that before getting into this, I probably have a better. Well, I guess if you've never played the games, you know nothing about Assassin's Creed, and you saw it, then you would have had no excuses. Because if I get kidnapped by Abstergo, I'm scared. I know what's about to go down.
So you feel like he was good with his reaction, like he was scared in the right way, or like? Did you believe?
Yes and no.
him?
Yes and no. His reaction was justified. I thought it should have been more. Number one, I just died, and then I woke up over here. I got questions. How? What's going on here? I take off running. Go ahead, let him go, fam. And I'm getting away. I'm just like, bruh. So in my mind, y'all don't even care about where I'm going because you're gonna bring me right back. I would have just gave up and walked right back in there. It's too big of a building. I'm scared. I turn the corner. There's a guard bigger than me. I'm gonna go right back in here and sit down. Ain't no reason to do nothing. I got questions.
What about y'all two? What y'all think about Michael Fassbender as Callum?
Well, I actually did some research before I went to go see the movie, and I've also played. I haven't played all the games, but I've played enough to know about the story.
Okay.
What I did research on it, he actually did a lot of research himself on the game because he didn't know none about it and everything. And
they made him play the games and stuff.
Yeah, I really like that. So the fact that he was put all that dedication to it and stuff like that, and even learned martial arts and stuff like that, I was like, okay, I can see you doing your stunts and stuff. That's pretty cool. Knowing that, I feel as though when you do stuff like that, it helps you get into the character better because it's like if you play a certain game or something like that. If you play a certain game or something like that, and then go into it, and then you go try and act it out or something like that, your mindset is still on that game because you've done it for so long, and that's why I feel like that's why he did that. So I feel as though his character was justified by that. I do have some questions though about his reactions because his reactions were not really reactions, but as someone on death row, I can see him not caring about a lot. Like, oh, I just woke up. I was supposed to have died, but I don't have no family members. I don't have no one.
He was super thugging, and so
he was just
they
like,
put the needle in his arm. He just like, oh, it's really about to go down.
Yeah. Then he was like, hold up, what is this? Hold up, I said I don't care. I said I want to feel pain.
Woke up,
How about Marion Cotillard as I don't remember these characters' names at all. I did not really care for them at all. They were so boring and dull.
I like
that's
forgettable.
I like the doctor one, right?
Like
just like I played when I played the game. She's just like the character. I haven't played the very first Assassin's Creed game for a long time.
Also, do you know the character's name?
I don't remember.
I feel like that's a disconnect for a lot of people.
That's on me because I don't remember because I was too focused on what was going on that I didn't really pick up the names immediately. Mm-hmm. But she's like basically based off the character doctor who helps the main character from the video game in the very first game. Mm-hmm. So she's just like, I work for these guys, but I need to make sure you understand I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you. You're going to help me. And eventually the doctor in the game warms up to him. He's like, yo, I'm an assassin too. Mm-hmm. I need to get this information and we out. We can leave. And that, I guess we'll get to it later on in the movie, but that's basically what her character is based off of.
What about y'all? What y'all think of her character?
Just like he said, it's just like, I haven't played the video games like that. So I wouldn't have the prior knowledge to know that. But her character was just like weird all throughout. Like at the end, she just like sees herself. And it's just like you've been wilding on him the whole movie. And now you see yourself and now it's like, oh, like, it was just weird. It was just weird how that came about and never got spoken on again after that.
Ryan,
and he says that the video game shows like more depth to the character.
I would think
movie.
so.
Well, yeah, you would really hope so.
Ryan, do you agree with him?
I will, but it's only because in video games you have longer time to play those and stuff like that, so they can explain more.
Yeah, like 8 hours of gameplay to cram into 2 hours of a movie.
Yeah, movies.
I just feel like you should see the movie if you play the game, because if not, you're not gonna pick up on it.
That is very true.
That's what I'm saying. It's not so much as an adaptation of the game, or is it based off? It's not like based off the game. Like these are characters in the movie. The only character that's actually that I thought was really cool that's in the game, as well as in the movie. Have you played That's a video game, Assassin's Creed Liberation. Michael K. Williams' character Musa. He plays when he's having lunch at the cafeteria, and he's like, my character. Basically, I'm Baptiste. I've been dead for 200 years from voodoo poison, and Baptiste is the villain in Assassin's Creed Liberation. So I was like, he's not a good guy at all. Why is he with you guys?
So do you think that they all played a good characterization of the characters from the game?
Yeah, it was like everybody in there was a different person in some other game or whatever. People in Abstergo. Callum Lynch, Aguilar he's just somebody else. We brought him in here. He's the new guy. Make the thing about him and not about the game. We can take the setting and everything from the game. Let's make a whole different thing about him. So as far as it having some kind of reference to the game, I think that was pretty good.
And what about Jeremy Irons as the father?
I like Jeremy Irons in most of everything he does because he's always like a weird person for me to look at talk. Mm-hmm. He's super proper and he's just like this. I feels like I'm in trouble every time he speaks to me.
Y'all agree with that?
He's pretty cool.
I can't say nothing about it because like as soon as I heard him talk and everything and saw him come and was like, no, we're getting this done now. I was just like, yes, I can't mess with you. He actually felt like a villain.
He's like, listen, I ain't a bad guy, but I'm gonna need the world to straighten up. I'm gonna straighten it up. So
he's like,
let's get it.
Give him an ultimatum.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and dive into the plot, the structure, and the story, which I definitely want to talk about with Assassin's Creed. How did y'all feel about it? Because I know y'all played the game, so y'all understand what it was like to see the movie and the game and get the differences. How did y'all feel watching the movie?
Go first.
Well, I feel like the movie, the pacing was really fast. Like everything developed really fast, and I guess that's because from the game you got to include so much stuff.
Yeah, and that's right. At a certain point, it's like as the movie was going, it's like they're doing so much to where they're not really
there's a lot going
explaining
on.
everything. So it's like I'm asking so many questions. I was like, well, why am I asking so many questions? Just turn your brain off and just enjoy what's getting in front of you. You want free popcorn? Here, free popcorn. Now shut up and watch this movie. But I don't even know if y'all know. There was like a part two. I'm not the type that likes to look for flaws. I just see them and I say what I see. Or I see what I say. Yeah, one or the other. And there was a part, I don't know if y'all know this. You remember the part where he was hanging up like this in the 15th century?
Uh-huh.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to ask you first. He said, the God spake. S-P-A-K-E. Wasn't he supposed to say spoke? The gods have spoke.
Is that like old term?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe I have spanking.
I didn't know what he was
But
supposed to be
it sounds like
saying.
he's giving whippings. Like, I have spanking.
Honestly, I just took it as this old religious father type dude who was probably started speaking in like a religious dialect, and I was just like, oh, because there was other things that he said I can't say it now, but he said some other things, and I was just like, I'm sorry, I don't speak that language.
That was just a flaw to me. That was like, that's how minuscule it was. But it's like, y'all have a big budget. Did someone just accidentally on the wrong keyboard? Hey, what you? Oh damn, we forgot.
Then again,
Keep it going. Don't.
It's just like simple things like that. So it's like
it could have actually been from the research I did on the movie. They actually had some of the characters actually speak was it I think French or something like that. So it might have actually been like a French dialect. It might have been like something.
No, not when you have the English subtitles.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little too deep.
But
though.
what about
not
like,
all of them had English subtitles. Not all of them.
most of it? It's like if they don't
The
have
main
English
parts are
subtitles, you know what they're saying at least. You understand. So if we're going to put some English subtitles, as in like what are we saying before we kill these people, you're gonna tell us. But I'm just saying it was just that part that was like that's how lazy it was to me. Yeah, like remember when we were talking about how the prison guards. I don't understand how when the prisoners escaped or when the gates are open, the cops just got their batons and started beating on them. Like, who works in an asylum without firearms
Okay,
as a
first
cop?
one, like okay, in like
I understand it's PG-13, but that is just no.
I can't. As a matter of fact, I
guns.
can't even say it's a spoiler alert because in the
Oh,
first
this whole thing is spoiler.
I'm talking about at the end of the first game when the guy Desmond Miles gets broken out or what, the doctor's like, "Yo, let's get out of here," and they're running and everything, and he engages the guards, and he's using all the abilities, he's like everything, all the skills he done learned from the Animus, and he's like hand fist fighting them, and the guards have batons, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, because there's like one guy on this whole block.
Keep going.
There's one guy on this whole block, so y'all can just jump him and be done. But after the 56th person drops, that 7th person, you need to go call for help, because all of y'all bigger than him. He whoops all of y'all. If it's a group of people, if we all jump Ryan,
Yeah.
y'all two get dropped. I'm bigger than y'all. I need to go call for help
That's not what happened
because
last night, though.
this is ridiculous. That's different though.
Hold on.
But like
No.
with that particular thing right there, I understand you guys are Templars. You guys should understand that these guys have been killing y'all for years with knives. You should go get a firearm by now. I think somebody needs to have a gun on this level.
But it takes away from the coolness of being a temp. Like, oh, we just gonna shoot people.
Survival ain't gotta be cool.
We need skills, bro.
You can die and look good by yourself. I got a family to go to.
No. The only thing I have to say about that is a lot of times some of the assassins and stuff like that were becoming mentally ill. Supposedly, they became nothing but. Pretty much they were like bedridden, and their minds weren't working right and stuff like that. And so I just figured that they was like, it's like working in a mental hospital.
People that are desyncing?
Yeah, stuff like that. Because like even they wore white and everything, like as if they were in a mental hospital, and they don't be having like guns and stuff like that, like in a mental. They have it in a certain part, but not like where all the patients and stuff are. Now I will say that once they made it to a certain point, because you gotta look at it, all these guys, they've been there for years. They've enough to the point where you have people, like I said, becoming vegetables and not doing anything. Literally, just like they had to help these people in wheelchairs and stuff like that, and they kept replacing them with younger people and stuff like that for years.
That doesn't excuse the fact that when you are in the hospital, though, a mental hospital. If you were at Arkham Asylum, do you think any of those guards?
No, hold on. Stop right there. Stop right there. That's super villain. You can't go that.
So what? They're crazy people that can kill you. That's the point. This is not jail. This is asylum.
It's technically a research facility.
Well, yeah, that is
technically
true. That is true.
Remember when he was on top of the thing,
me.
and Musa was just like, "Bruh, I advise you can jump if you want to. You should jump.
You should jump. I need.
You're not going out the front door. I'm gonna jump in the water and you back up. Ain't no water. That's
okay.
crazy.
That's another thing. Like, there's no way. Like, from what you saw, there was no way of you finding your way down unless you did something like that, like hear yourself a jump or something like that. Like,
what about the machine? All right, the fact that you said in the game he's sitting down and they're just channeling through his mind.
Well,
right?
that
would have been better.
He's basically on the
but in the movie, how like they like strapped him up and everything. Like, how do you walk? What about those scenes to where he's riding and he jumps from the horse to the wagon?
That's gotta look pretty weird. A guy dangling in the air.
Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's in the air? Oh my gosh!
Okay, hold on.
No sense.
Hold on. No. It makes sense because it's muscle memory. Like, what didn't make sense in the game was you go into a machine and then come out knowing how to fight. This isn't like Sword Art Online or anything.
Well,
so
it's in your mind.
It's in your mind, but it's not like your body's going to automatically know how to do it. Muscle memory is something that's trained. As a martial artist, you should know that.
I'm aware, but it's the same thing as if you see something, you can do it.
You know what's actually interesting? You know what's interesting that y'all said that? I kid you not. In the movie theater, right? Like a kid 5 rows down, right? He literally, you know the scene to where all the prisoners broke out and they came together and they gave him his bow and arrow and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, they gave him his bow and arrow.
Yeah, everything was there in that
crazy.
room.
And then on top of that, so he was trying to get up to get to the helicopter, right? And they started jumping and everything. I said, I don't know how you got that power. You were just going through muscle memory.
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember you jumping on the machine, like crawling like some Spider-Man stuff.
He remembered how to do it.
And it's in his bloodline too.
It was his
You can
grandfather.
do that
But
now.
you know, that's not even the problem.
He might have unlocked
That's not
some shit.
the problem. The problem is when he did that.
He can do it.
When he did that, a kid, all seats down, row and whatever. As he was going up, he was doing. I was like,
he just played the game.
Yeah, I said,
XB,
I said, yo, you okay? What you doing? He said, this is the only way I'm gonna get through this movie. I have to play it because it's a video game. Like, no way he's just gonna jump up unless I press Y. I said, you on that Xbox?
It's in his memory. It's in his
PS4.
memory.
Okay.
He knows how to do it.
Okay. Another thing, when I did, when I looked into the movie before I watched it, they didn't want it to look like The Matrix. That's what they said. And I will admit, a lot of people like to make correlations with movies and stuff like that. Oh,
no
yes,
one's
they.
going to compare this to The Matrix. I
You-
even think of The Matrix.
The way that
the aspect of the Animus, I think he's talking about.
In the original, in the game, you sit in a chair and everything, but you get hooked up like they do in the Matrix.
See, the game may be awesome, but the movie itself, though, is not good. Like, look, this may be a good adaptation, but that doesn't mean every adaptation from something translates well to the film, even if you do stick to your source material.
Video games.
That's why
I genuinely believe there is nothing that's a good adaptation of a video game or a movie.
You like Mortal Kombat?
I love Mortal Kombat.
Well, you talking about the movie or the
Yeah, the
game?
movie.
Love the games. I love the first movie.
Well,
I saw it first.
Oh, you don't like Annihilation?
Oh,
You ready for the new Mortal Kombat though?
What?
The new Mortal Kombat movie.
What?
well, okay, my whole thing is like I love the Mortal Kombat little series, the video series or whatever.
To get off
But
that Mortal
movies,
Kombat.
movies, you know.
Another flaw that I had with the movie was that actually 2 more things.
2 more?
Was when they found the apple, right? They went through all that trouble to find the apple, and when they figured out that was at that church, right? They got into the helicopter and they got to the church, and the pastors just came out. Here is what you asked for.
Like, you've had it the whole time.
Who
could have called
Nobody knew it
Text me to pull
until
up.
they didn't know it
I
until
got the
Aguilar
apple.
revealed to give it to.
That doesn't mean anything. It's like, why isn't this buried? I mean, if anything should go down like Indiana Jones in the Last
that's what
Crusade, when they go find the Holy Grail,
It's
you still gotta go through
hidden
these
in
booby
plain
traps.
sight. If I know,
This ain't plain sight. Here you go.
Hold on,
If somebody
hold
came
on.
in here
Let me
like,
explain
yo,
it.
no.
Let me explain it. Let
If
me
somebody
explain
came,
it.
no, forget you.
Let
No,
me
if somebody
explain
came,
it. It's different. Holy Grail's down in the hallways between all these booby traps. I'm aware it's down there now because all these damn booby traps are here. However, hidden in plain sight. If somebody told me, what was the statue of there's a particular statue of the guy riding the horse with a sword. Somebody told me that sword was Excalibur. I would never think it was. It's in a statue.
Let me tell you.
You telling me the Apple of Eden is buried inside of Christopher Columbus's grave? Okay, I know that. Where's his grave? We don't know, right?
No, see, digging
But you
and
still gotta
finding the
find
graves is one thing,
It's
but
in
when you
plain
go to the
sight.
church,
Hold on.
But I think it's wild
I
that
can save
someone just
myself. I
brings
can
it
save
to you.
myself. Hold on. I can
Someone
save
just brings
myself.
it to you,
The Templar
like-
Order is in control of everything. Everything.
Mazda, this is exactly how
There's not one thing. There's not one group on the planet they are not a part of.
I'm telling you, this is exactly how it could have gone down, and you can still give that argument, and it'll still be stupid. Somebody could come through these doors right now, right? Travel across the world and say, "I've been looking for the Quentin Tarantino 20th anniversary Blu-ray for my whole life." There you go.
That's not the same.
No,
thing.
hold on. No.
That's
No.
I can
It's
save myself.
It's not buried under the theater.
Let me
It's
say one
on
thing.
this table.
The Apple of Eden is hidden inside of his real tomb that's in this one area that they would have never found until it was revealed right then. That means those priests had to open up that coffin and find it. It would have never
And then
been found.
somebody
until
came in
then.
and said, "Hey, we heard you got the apple." Oh yeah, here it is.
And it's like just because you heard, like,
They
I'm not to
called,
give it to you.
hey, it's
A
here.
homeless person could
Bring it
go
to
in
them.
there and say, "I
How?
heard you had the apple
How?
of Eden."
But how? But how would they know?
Just walk in.
Hold on. No.
security.
Explain that.
It's a
Explain
church.
that. Explain that.
What
How
do you
would
mean
how would
explain that?
anyone know besides the people working there?
No,
Hey, open up this coffin. There's something in there I need.
They didn't open up the coffin. They just
Where was
walked
it
out.
then?
But it's
They
like, what
just
are you
walked
gonna
out
do
and
with it? Like,
gave
you
it
just-
to
you
him.
just
Is
gave
what
it
I'm
to
saying when they
him.
went to the church.
I'm talking about when Aguilar said, "Keep this with you at all times," and they said he died with it. It's inside of his tomb, his real tomb.
Right.
They found out where his real tomb was.
They did.
and they called and they had it retrieved for them.
They did retrieve it.
No one would have knew that it's inside of his tomb. Anyone can know the tomb is there. It's inside of a box.
But I'm saying the way they got it, they just
Like,
walked
yeah,
in
like-
and
like
asked
there's
for
no,
it.
like,
Okay,
security
hold on,
code,
there you
no
go.
password.
Hold on.
If you're the president of America,
I don't expect
would
to
you
walk in there and
go get me an
ask.
ice cream cone? Would you ask him? No, I'm not going to ask you. Go bring me the apple of Eden. That's exactly what I'm going to tell you to go do. I'm not going to ask you. Hey, I think there's something in there. Would you mind?
But it's still
going in
kind of
and
wild.
grab that
Like,
for me?
It's
why do you need it? What happens after I give it to you?
how did you
Take
know it was
over the
here?
world. If you,
Yeah, and it's like I'm
if,
just going
if
to
I
let
work
that happen.
if I work for a
Here,
group,
I don't care what happens.
if I work
Like,
for a group, all the Templars know what they're trying. If I work for a group that's in control of the entire world, hey, go get me that box inside there. I can't go up in there. All right, you fired. Yo, you go get me that box. What's in that box over there? That's exactly what's gonna happen.
No.
You're in control of
you
everything.
gonna fire a priest?
No. What they'll do?
The first
I'm
off,
above you.
Then kill him.
I'm in control of everything.
And then kill him, and then what?
They're gonna kill you and get the next person to go get it for them.
Pretty much.
How do you know the next person even has it?
how do you know it's even here?
They
Who told
just
you this?
Algalar. They just found
No,
out.
they
that
found
it's
out, but
buried
it didn't
in
go
his
in there.
tomb. They just found
There
out
was
it's buried
no
in his real
burying.
tomb.
He just walked in there and they gave it to him. There's no burying. No one digged it up. Except
His
the
real
pastors, I
tomb is
guess.
in the church.
But they just walked
where
in and
is it?
asked
The
for
priest
it.
only knows.
That's
saying,
all
like,
they have. When
see-
you're in control
see,
of
it's like-
everything, that's all you got to do is
I'm
ask.
saying how easy it was when they got the apple. Like we went through all this just
Okay,
for them to
there's
walk up
no
and give
doubt
to
it was
us.
easy for them to walk in. It's in there. Hand it to me. That's the point of hiding it in plain sight. You would have never knew the look
What's
in there.
that? You just gave it to me. I didn't
You
have to
didn't
look.
know it was there.
Like
until-
it wasn't. It wasn't a challenge to receive it.
Hold
is
on. The point is,
Like,
the challenge was it was never been known it was there
But I'm
until
like, if
you
you're-
saw
if you're guarding
Aguilar
something-
give it to him.
Right.
You need to keep this secret in depth. Keep the secret. It's buried in his real tomb. Okay, let me call and find out where his tomb is. I know where it is. Let's go and get it. It's not like that was the easy information to obtain. That's the point of the movie.
That was easy.
but it's just whack how it's hard to get all
Hold
that
on, hold on.
information.
In the
and
beginning
you're
of the
guarding
movie,
something.
in the beginning of the movie, you didn't know where it was, right?
No.
You would have never thought it's inside of Christopher Columbus's real tomb.
No, I just never would have
Until
thought
you
how
heard
easy
him.
it was to go in there and ask the pastor, hey, I heard the apple of Eden was
Like,
here.
it's just
Yeah.
wild.
Pastor
You go
didn't
through
know
all
either.
that to get the information
They
and know where
called
it's at.
them and said, "Open this up. Hand me the thing that's
They
in
didn't
there."
even open it. They just walked up and gave
We
it
didn't
to us.
see that.
That's what I say. It's not like
That happened-
It's
that
not like
happened
the
behind the
Last
camera. We
Crusade
didn't
where
see
they
that.
had to go and go through more to get
How
that
they
Holy
gonna
Grail.
know?
And even when they
It's
got the
hidden
Holy
in
Grail,
plain sight.
it's still no. Even when they got the Holy Grail, they still had to choose from all these other grails. Like they still made it
That's
challenging
not
to
hidden
get
in
the
plain
apple.
sight.
That
That's
is
hidden.
hidden.
That's-
That is
that's-
complete.
that's
no,
hidden.
That was hiding in plain sight. That Grail was hiding in plain
What's
sight.
hiding
Oh,
in plain
take it.
sight is
Just make
the
sure you
key to the
choose.
universe was inside of my eye, and nobody would have knew it. That's hidden in plain sight.
That makes no
Or
sense.
Man in Black, the whole universe on Orion's belt. That's hidden in plain
that
sight.
was hidden in
Okay,
plain
yeah.
sight. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that, you know how easy that was? That's exactly the same thing.
That's
Yeah,
exactly the
too
same
easy.
compact.
Too easy.
But when you thought that was right there, no. You would have
Orion's
never
belt.
guessed that was the meaning. That's what they were talking about.
Right there. Okay. All right. What about? Oh my God, Mazda, are you still the greatest? I'm gonna check on that. All right.
Until someone tells me no. I would
Until
stop.
then,
no.
the second thing that bothered me was at the last, in the third act, right? How Callum and his Assassin's Creed, I guess, they walked into the place to kill Jeremy Irons.
Him an
And he
assassin,
talked
huh?
to his daughter and said, "Look, this is gonna happen because of you." Right? I'm thinking something's about to go down, right? Like even the bodyguard of Marion, I forgot their names. I'm sorry. The bodyguard, right? I'm thinking like there's some sort of connection because it kind of looked like the dude from the 15th century who killed the girl that was with him.
Yeah,
he looked just like him. So I'm thinking
definitely
like,
peeped that.
yeah,
I was
so I'm
like,
like-
"That's
and they keep giving him a lot of dialogue too and a lot of screen time. So I'm thinking like at the end he's probably gonna fight and plot twist or something. But no, he was really just a guard the whole time. Plot twist, he really was nothing. Like you kind of thought, but it really wasn't. But anyway, that's not that bothers me. Yes, but what really bothers me is that when he went in to kill Jeremy Irons, there was no real fight. It was like you didn't even have to bring your Creed here. You could have taken care of this yourself. It's like Batman bringing the Justice League. Yeah, bring the Justice League. You just kill them and you're out. You don't need them.
that often happens like in the game a lot where you have to kill somebody really important. You can fight everybody or you can be stealthy, jump off the roof and stab them, and then cinematic cutscene, something happens, get away.
And that's when
That's my big thing with adaptations like this. You have a limited amount of things you could go for.
no, you have an unlimited amount.
Hold up.
See, that's one of those things where you
Not-
can actually change it up because
not
for
with
the
Assassin's
movie.
Creed.
Hold on.
No, not with Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, you gotta play all the games to understand what the hell going on. There's no
That's
way.
when
excuse
you have
my
a good
language.
job with.
There's no way possible. It's too many jump forward, do this, do that, go do this. I've played all of them. So that's the only reason I'm defending the game now. But with that particular scene, I really wanted to see a lot more than you just. He's
that's
up
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
podium
They
talking.
could've.
There are people behind him. What exit did you take to get behind him and cut his throat? And then why did everybody run? There's no pandemonium. Where the guards at?
Right.
Ain't nobody stopping me.
What were you gonna say?
Okay, well that whole thing in movies, you see. I'll give you an example.
Warcraft.
No, I'm talking about dealing with assassins.
Oh.
Dealing with assassins.
Ninja Assassin?
Tom Cruise movie. Which one? Mission Impossible.
Okay.
The latest one went out, right?
Okay.
The girl,
Okay.
she was hired to kill someone. If she didn't do the job, and another assassin was there to not only do the job but kill her as well. Now, Assassin's Creed, they're not gonna kill the dude who failed, but more than likely, if he failed, he died. So they needed to go ahead and get the job done. So that's why the other ones were there, and they're hiding in plain sight. Their whole thing is everything in plain sight. That whole
Yeah, they're in plain sight, but they don't do anything.
that they
the
don't
point of
they
being
don't
there?
they don't do anything unless
If you mess
needed.
up, he got to do it.
Yeah, but he didn't mess up. So
Oh,
in
oh,
the script, why are they there? There's no purpose.
Backup. If he needs backup,
if he
I'm there.
needs.
If
Give
not,
me the backup
we
then.
all know.
Let's give me the purpose.
You've
of
already
them being
did
there.
it.
Like no, you're setting it up to where all right. So he's going there. He's going there. He's going there.
Well,
Look,
I understand
it's
that.
about to go
I'm
down.
expecting,
Y'all
I'm
got my back.
expecting the setup like we're gonna bust in there.
Well, no, they're not a
Everybody's gotta
team.
die. Let's go. Everybody's
not a
gotta die.
team.
He killed one guy, took the apple, dipped. I kind of did want to see a lot more,
And I-
but
And I
It
will.
was actually to get that apple. It was easier to get the apple from him than it was to get the apple from the church. Just like
And
it was
I-
like when this apple was real
and-
where
and-
it was.
Hold on.
This is
You know
gonna be
what?
top
What?
tier.
Boom,
Man, see,
take it, let's
that
go.
was that was.
Yeah,
Actually,
more of a challenge putting this in a jewelry store.
that was
Then-
actually my
and then more hidden in the jewelry store. More hidden.
An apple?
What is that? That's too big to be real. Let me leave that alone.
diamond?
He's looking over there. Ain't nobody really noticed. You don't see it glowing, boy. You about to do
It's a
it.
ruby, though.
the problem I had with it was when they went into the to get the apple in the first place. My problem was why weren't the assassins there? Because they knew where it was. The assassins knew where it was because he said
Because they were busy fighting off the fireless policemen.
nah. What I think it was
Wait,
was
what are you talking about? They knew where it
like when they like how we were discussing earlier how they just told someone, okay, Christopher Columbus' coffin is here, grave is here, go get the apple, and they showed up to get the apple. I was thinking that there was going to be a confrontation there to try and stop them, and then later on when they tried to reveal the apple to all the Templars,
Well, only Algalar knew where the apple was. He's the last person to have it.
Okay.
True, but he was gonna. Of course, since he's part of the Kree now, he was gonna tell everyone. But my thing is, I believe they figured, okay, we were just in basically we were in this hospital. We don't have money. We're technically dead. Research facility. We're technically, are people who have died or stuff like that.
We have memories of our ancestors.
Yeah, we just have memories of ancestors. We just have these skills. How do we get from point A to point B and then point C? They don't have that yet. So I figured that they were just going to let them get it so that they can meet them at point C. They already knew where they were going to go. They were just needed them to get it and then bring it here.
Okay. Overall, what do y'all think of the film? All right. Just as a movie, not even compared to the game. Like, going into the movie, coming out. We didn't play the game, so that was easier for us. But
I played all that.
Trying to get the game out of the mind as a movie, how do you think it was?
I like the movie. I like action movies. It was as far as you make an adaptation, that's the closest you're gonna get to Assassin's Creed.
I do not agree with that.
I
do not concur.
There's no director that's gonna do better than that.
I could not 100% agree with you right now.
I can't 100% agree with me either. I can probably about.
No, there is no 90. There's no 80. No.
That's almost like a 70.
But there's nobody who's gonna. That was.
This is coming from the guy that directed the Taken sequels, not even the first one.
Oh, you mean Taken 1, and 1?
No, it's the sequels.
Pretty much. No,
yeah, they were the same, but the sequels go down from there. Like,
there was no point to have a sequel.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, like, those movies were not good at all.
Whoa, hold on. First one was pretty good.
No, I'm talking about the sequels.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, because it went from
no.
Kidnapped.
We already know the first
Dang, they got me now.
No.
How did you get kidnapped?
They could have done better. They could have had a different director. And let's hope the best for Mortal Kombat.
And then still get the dog.
Right. What about y'all?
I
What
don't
y'all
expect
think?
anything from Mortal Kombat.
I honestly did like the movie.
Bless your heart too. That's why I put you on the same side.
Then again,
Bless your heart.
I wouldn't say that the movie. I would say it's a good compared to the game, but I wouldn't say that it's like one of the best fight movies
they definitely could have did it a lot better.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that no one could do better.
I didn't expect much coming in, so I like what I got.
Honestly,
I'm satisfied with what I got. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought that I was like, there's only two ways this could have gone. Either it could be extremely bomby, or like just blow my mind. I'm in between.
Khafre, what about you? How'd you feel about this movie?
I rank it like a 6.5. I mean, it was from like a movie standpoint. It was like a lot going on, and it was jumping, and there were a lot of like details that I couldn't pick up on.
Jump up! I'm going
by 0.5. Just about
no. 6.5. 6.5.
That's kind of generous.
I think 6. As a matter of fact, go ahead. Give me your ratings right quick. Go ahead. Out of 10. Just give it to me.
I give it 8.
Bless. I'm tired of you. What about you, Ryan? Love you, Mazza.
I would say 7.5.
No. You just gave it the same rating as Arrival. No.
What did I give Arrival?
8.
I liked Arrival.
No, because it was good. Not this.
You don't even like this. You're satisfied.
Ryan, out of 10, what'd you give it? I'm done with you, Ryan. No, seriously. No. Go ahead. Give it
11. I'll kill you.
Ryan, what you got, man?
6.8.
What is that? That ain't a 0.5.
I'm gonna round that up.
I'm going to tell him to go
What's
up.
the 0.2 from a 7?
Because honestly, you might as well round it.
He says you got to raise yours. I'll go with 6.8, though.
I'm going to go between yours.
It's like a teacher that does a curve.
6.735.
But yeah, it was a lot of work that needed to be done on like details. Like a lot of details are missed if you haven't played the games.
Yeah.
And that creates like a disconnect from the actual movie itself.
See, I'm going to be like Ryan and give it 3.8 out of 10. This movie really was not good. I mean, it was like, but kind of like that kid. This is the only way I'm going to survive. Turn my brain off. It's a video game. Nope. Why? No.
Watching the game.
I'm trying to skip this scene right now. Like, skip this whole thing, actually.
Okay, hold on. My question for that, is it because of the story?
It's because like the whole entire thing was like a mess. Like the characters were dull. They didn't really seem interested. The story itself was like I'm not really understanding. Like I feel like I do understand how this works, but you're trying to explain so much to where it's like, you know, you can just trim this out, make it easier. And this is not one of those, I got to think in order to understand, like Arrival. So, like, overall,
Yeah,
it just
one
wasn't
big gripe I had,
doing good.
which I always have for adaptations. If you didn't play the game, you probably would have not known what was going on.
See, and that's the thing.
I can understand the slow pace, and you're trying to explain it, but you're piling on a lot for me to understand.
And
I already know.
and that's why
it's like if you're trying to watch, if you've never seen played the series, the game series, and you watch the movie, you're still trying halfway through. You're still trying to understand the machine, how the machine works,
And that's not good.
because they don't adequately explain. I guess they were like, you should know the series. You
you're
understand
trying to
how
see
the
this
machine
movie.
works.
Yeah.
But for those who didn't, I'm not really understanding how this machine's working.
Yeah, and that's why the
Like,
movie,
I-
that's why the
yeah,
movie
basically.
failed.
I like
just right there.
the movie because I like the series. I know what it's supposed to be like, but I'm always biased with stuff that I like this. But I guess the average person who wouldn't have known what Assassin's Creed
So
was
wait,
if
wait,
you watched the movie,
wait.
Like, bro,
Do you
probably
like
wouldn't have
Do
gotten
you
it.
like DOA?
the Dead or Alive movie?
Yeah.
No, that's not a real thing. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Play the game.
Don't bring that up.
I literally
All right,
forgot
so-
about
Very
that.
taboo subject.
The
Headache.
fighting was pretty cool.
What fight scene you talking
You know, I'm glad y'all like Assassin's Creed, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap this game movie up. Oh, y'all are so amazing. I just want you to know that. You too,
you.
Khafre.
Thank you. I feel.
Mazza, go ahead and tell us all where we can find you.
Same place as always. Facebook, Masahiro Kato. I don't need to spell it this time because you guys can see it right below what I'm saying. But same place as always. And of course, check me out on Anime Talk, like always.
And when you gonna see Anime Talk?
January 3rd.
The third.
Yeah.
The third.
All right, Ryan. Thank you for joining us, man. Where can we find you?
My house most of the time. I'm joking. No, really though, you can find me on
Address in the
Facebook.
description below.
They better not be
Pull
there.
up. Pull up.
Bro, you like Assassin's Creed? Address.
What you said? Get out here, man. You like AC?
Yeah, I might not want to do that. I'll tell you that now. Nah,
You said
you
you
can find
got
me.
that shit.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, pretty
Where
much
can we
there.
find you?
Just my name Ryan Johnson
yeah,
the
what
second.
is your
Make sure it's 2 eyes.
They gonna find him on
No.
Instagram just as fast as they found the Apple. They ain't got to put it in his name. Oh, there's Ryan Johnson.
Oh no. Make sure you put the second and stuff like that, because then you'll pull up just Ryan Johnson. There's gonna be like a whole bunch of
Yeah, that's a common name too.
All right.
yeah.
All right, Khafre, where can we find you?
You can find me at your dreams, capital Y and your 3 underscores, capital D in dreams, or on Instagram at flickupcough, KHAF, flickup_cough on Instagram.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. You can find me on Facebook, any other social media, really, Snapchat, Instagram, all that. At Baroque Barocco, BROQE, BROKO. Guys, let us know what you think about this episode. Please let us know your thoughts on Assassin's Creed. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. Let us know what you thought of our thoughts. How we dissected Assassin's Creed. Leave us a comment section below, and also tell us other movies that you want us to talk about. Until then, I am your host, Baruch, and we will see you next time on Movies on Our Minds.
Peace.
What's up, y'all? What's good? Really, y'all? Seriously? Movie's trash.
6.8.
Question: If Steven Spielberg did it,